One. Oh, why guys jerk off to OnlyFans girls? At the Rational Man. At Sterling Cooper. Fresh Fit Podcast. Let's see what they fucking talk about.
There's the buffer of you being between a screen and that girl.
Yeah,
that's the whole thing. And when I was here in March, it was one of the shows we were doing in March. One of the girls asked me, she said, "What is it with guys and why do they get addicted to OnlyFans?"
Yeah, she asked that question. I remember.
Yeah,
that
excellent answer to that. Why men are addicted to porn?
That's one thing that happened during this whole time during the pandemic. Once OnlyFans came around and they found out girls doing that, everybody and their mother started paying for that shit. Like why? Like why? What is wrong with you? There are sites for a reason. Why? You're wasting $7.99, $5.99, probably even $15 fucking dollars on some news that's gonna be fucking leaked. You're wasting that shit on something you could buy for some fucking food, probably like a t-shirt. I ain't never playing for no fucking OnlyFans, nigga.
It's similar to what Elle's saying here is that they're the 80% are guys, right? The beta males, the guys who have a real tough time, but they're not the 20% that women want to bang. These are the guys who got to figure something out. And you're right, they fall in love with those girls over and over again. They'll find their favorite one. They'll spend a small fortune on that one until they get jilted. That's their like.
No, nigga, if you get into that, that's what time it's called. Your right hand of God and your phone of justice. That is it. Right hand of God, phone of justice. If you don't got a phone, right hand of God, your computer. If not even that, right hand of God and your thought. Ask any nigga that been through a desperate fucking time, through a fucking drought. What has helped them the most? Not going out there and buying a fucking coochie? Not going out there and buying a fucking pocket pussy? Nigga, this fucking right hand of God, thoughts, or that phone of justice. Twitter a fucking thing. Y'all don't know about that shit, do y'all? I'ma leave that shit. Let y'all experiment with that.
Digital waifu, right?
I'm just saying.
It's the girl for them, and they live out this fantasy of having some girl who actually gives a shit about them. Like that actually has some sort of like intimate connection with them. And that's the appeal of OnlyFans. Pornography's free. You can jerk off to live 4K streaming porn whenever you
can't
want.
sell sex.
Jerk off to my porn while you're doing it.
There you go.
Plug for this guy. But if it's about gratification, then you don't have to spend $2,500 to fly out to Vegas or to go get laid. You could just, if it's about the gratification, that's all it is. But it's more than that. They want that intimate connection. They want to believe that the person on the opposite side of the screen actually gives a shit about them. That has and will recognize them and acknowledge them in the chat or what as a private individual. And these guys they're so, I don't say.
You ever heard of POV, my nigga? Y'all just don't. Stop wasting money. Over some dumb shit. That right there. That shit is free. You just want to see the girl. You just want to see the girl that you know. You want to see the girl that you talk to. You know. Yeah. You just want to see. You just want to see that shit. Save that money, bruh. Might need that for gas. Probably a large fry. Something. Don't use it for that shit. Nigga, that shit is everywhere.
They're scared of rejection, but there's that buffer or that lack of social intelligence. They still want the connection. They don't know how to get to that connection.
Yeah.
And and lo and behold, here comes the internet. Well, I can have this connection with her because
exactly.
She's on the other side of the screen and she seems like she cares
money
about
for?
me a lot. And I made this comparison. I forget the girl's name, but the girl who is one of the top earners, like the top like 1% of OnlyFans earners right now is I don't remember her name, but
she's a very average looking girl.
Very like
Go next door.
7.
Plain Jane, yeah.
Still sexual, still looks good, but she's not like big tits, blonde hair, blue eyes, centerfold model. She's not like because she looks attainable.
Yeah.
She looks like somebody that guy could,
Bella Thorne, look at her.
Yeah.
Remember when girls miss be nasty?
Yeah. She's not like a porn star. She's just this average girl who might be living next door. And
we have sex for a reason.
In my perfect world, I could possibly get with that girl.
She's a veteran.
Yeah, and she's making $150,000 a month or something like that.
Sheesh.
Yeah, I mean, she is a top-end earner, and she still does sexual stuff, but it's not just that. It's the fact that she has this attainability. Like, they think they could get this girl. And what happens is then they fall in love with that girl. They start sending, tipping her, and I think one of these guys, there's a...
You know what it's called when it's attainable? And you can get her? You know what you do? Shoot your shot, nigga. What else? You gonna tip her with money? You going to just sit there and like try to pay your way through to get her? And not even that. There are other niggas competing on you on that. You don't think about that? You thinking, oh, she gonna like me. She gonna like me more because I'm tipping her this much. Nigga, the next thing gonna compete with you, and the next thing gonna tip her more. And when you're not there looking at her, she on to the other person tipping her more probably than you. You probably sitting there tipping her $25. The next nigga probably tipping her $100. And probably even on the phone with her doing some shit. And you just sitting there for the gratitude. That nigga, go out. Speed date. Tinder. The fuck?
It was in a Reddit forum or Reddit thread one time. This guy was talking about the cycle that he goes through with these girls. He'll fall in love with his favorite girl. He'll spend something like $4,000 a month on this girl, and just so she'll acknowledge him and she'll know that he
4K, no tray, 4K, no HD. You saying you spend 4 bands on a girl just so she acknowledges you for some sexual activities, just so you can get off. Don't tell me you sit there and just watch her do it while you sitting there eating a bowl of cereal and you just tip her money. Motherfucker, if you want to be a sugar daddy, you might as well just get somebody to be there in person instead of being over the phone. They can't even see your face. Like, what the fuck is up? What the fuck is up? That shit makes 0 sense. That makes 0 sense. I'm sorry for pausing a lot, but that makes 0 sense.
Special, and he wants to know that she thinks he's special, and then you get that kind of back and forth that he thinks he's actually having a virtual relationship with that person. Then somebody pays $5,000 a month. She pays attention to him and not him, and now he goes through this, depression and deletes her, and it's just like having a girlfriend that just broke up with you, only you never banged her and you never met her in person. And then what happens is he deletes her and erases her account, whatever, ghosts her digitally, and finds another one and starts it all over again.
And I'll say this real quick.
Sorry for pausing a lot. It's just the fact that you're wasting time, money, and effort. Why would you spend that much money on some chick just to acknowledge you in that moment until another person comes in and does more than you just to go over and start that over again? And plus, on top of that, you're not even seeing her in person. You're not even getting any. You're just getting it over the phone. You know what teens call that? Snapchat. You know what niggas call that shit? Like just fucking getting fucking attachments. Just pop up. Oh, 8 attachments, 14 videos. Oh, shit. That's an OnlyFans right there. The fuck is the difference? And then on top of that, fuck, I lost my train of thought trying to think about it. Damn it! Like, yo, this shit make me so fucking upset.
We had Andrew Tate on. Shout out to Andrew Tate, guys. Go subscribe to his channel, Tate Speech and Tate Confidential. I was actually talking with him the other day. A good friend of ours. And also of Sterling's as well.
Yeah, exactly. No one can say why they do it, just
because. Webcam business, and without me going into crazy details, the men paid a lot of money to get attention from the women, just as Rolo was describing. But I will say this, because you mentioned that earlier too, like the emotional stimulation, you're able to kind of keep them on the hook. The difference between men and women is the men are going to talk to the women, right, and get that attention from her. But men always have a finish line. That finish line is sex. Whereas like for women, there might not necessarily be a finish line. That emotional stimulation is good enough for them. So So I get where we're both talking about, but like, yeah, I could see like guys will pay for that attention, but they always have the end goal of eventually I'll meet her, eventually I'll have sex with her. That's why girls are able to string guys along on for years sometimes.
Guy
in
friends.
chat rooms.
Best friends.
God,
For
damn.
years.
That's the same thing. It's like, so for like, if you're in the friend zone,
Mhm.
right? That's the same thing as having a fuck buddy. Okay, when you have like a friends with benefits, where all it is about the sex, it's all sex and no emotion. And when you are in the friend zone, it's all emotion and no sex.
Thanks.
It's exactly
There's something else I want to add in here about this
parallel
OnlyFans thing as well. Is that Gibbs got
Same thing. Same exact thing. You're in the friend zone, still friends with benefits because you're benefiting off it somehow. I just everything. July 4th is tomorrow, bruh. Stop lighting fireworks. It's broad day. It's 4:34. It is light outside. You're not going to see nothing in the sky, bruh. You're not going to see not a damn glare come out the sky. That sun is going to block that shit. Why? Why? You're wasting the firework now. You're wasting money. But you just want to see what the fuck was going to do? I want to see what it's going to do when it's outside. I can do the same shit.
guys the
just not going to
chance,
see it.
it gives the guys this unique opportunity to be liked by a woman without any fear of rejection.
She never has a headache.
That's the appeal of OnlyFans for all these young guys, especially, is that they're like talking to a pretty girl for the first time, and he knows she isn't gonna like turn him down.
But that's because he's giving her money. Like, we
Yeah,
like
yeah, we know
that.
that, and he knows that.
Well,
But it's still, he still gets that experience
Yeah,
of a
what's
pretty
he-
girl
what's he
talking
paying
to him
for?
nicely
What's the
without him
commodity?
risking a goddamn thing.
Right.
He doesn't have to go up to her in the street
He's
and
running his
risk being
pockets.
attention. Well, yeah, but he's willing to take that. But it doesn't hurt the ego, which is the key difference.
There you go.
So
Yeah.
I just want to say, like, the conversation is very monogamous and very like heteronormative male centered because like some men don't want to be talked to nicely at all.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
not their.
There's a
that's
whole
not-
space for
And
that.
then-
Yeah.
To say
Y'all
that
niggas weird.
all men's end goal is actual physical sex is tremendously irresponsible because sexual gratification is not necessarily physical sex. There's an entire community of men who do not want to have sex with their wife at all. They want their wife to fuck only other men.
Okay,
And
so
The cucks.
That's their
I'll let
sexual
her finish.
gratification.
For y'all niggas that are like that, why have somebody in the first place? If you want them to just fuck other people, you might as well just have a friend. Why be in a relationship? If you just want them to be there and be like, oh yeah, go do him. Oh yeah, you can go do that. I'm gonna go do this chick. You cool with that? Open relationship. Why? Fuck is open relationship? Might as well just be friends if you're gonna keep shit open. If you can fuck anybody else, but you want that love for each other, why not just fuck each other instead of fucking everybody else? You don't hear me.
Go ahead.
But it has nothing to do with them being physically involved in that experience. So to say that every single guy is on a single trajectory and an escalator type of movement is not like not representative of all men at
Okay.
all. And it's
my
like-
rebuttal to that is okay. I didn't say all, but what I am saying is most men have a goal in mind. Like, okay, you know what? Let's go around the room and ask this: have you ever been on a date that you had zero intention of fucking the guy?
Bruh.